Alrighty, welcome on, ladies. Today we're going to be talking about shame and why shame could be the single biggest thing that is stopping you from creating the change, the freedom, the fulfillment that you're seeking in your life. So if you were the other woman, the mistress in an affair dynamic, this channel is here to support you, ladies and men that are going through this, so that you can get the help that you need and to get the answers that you're seeking so you can create the change that you want. And so shame, I want to talk about shame because this was one of the biggest thing that actually really moved the needle in my affair dynamic situation that I was in. So I personally was in an affair for 7 years. And for 6 years, I told no one. I was so shameful of what I had gotten myself into. And to be able to express that to someone actually meant that I had to feel the shame that I had been suppressing for so long. And shame lives within inside of us. And I think Brene Brown talks about this. Shame lives within us. And when we express that shame, we actually shame loses its power. And so if you're in an affair dynamic and you're wanting so badly to create the change, but change hasn't been happening, I invite you to look at what are the things that I have not been saying to people, whether it be your closest connections, your friends, your counselor, whoever, your therapist, whoever it is that you're getting the help from. What is it that I haven't been saying to them? And this is often where your power lies, because if there are things that you are hiding, then you're carrying that whole burden alone. And it is so much easier to carry when you allow yourself the freedom to share it with the people that you care most about so that they can help you through the situation. I know for sure when I went through this, I told no one at all, like too much to tell. It just felt like a massive burden on my shoulders. And when the pain became so great and I was like, I can't do this anymore, it's too much. And I finally shared it with someone that could hold, I knew that they'd be able to hold my shame and be able to walk me through that shame without actually feeling even more shame, and actually be able to hold that space. When I shared that, everything changed. Everything, because they could see me for what I was going through. They could appreciate what I was feeling, and they could say, you are made for more. You are more than what you're currently settling for. It is time to move forward. No more are you going to settle for this. This is not you. And when they could help me see that, and when they could help me move through that shame, that's when everything changed. So shame is often the thing that we're too scared to admit, to speak up about. Shame is saying that I am bad. And when you're going through an affair dynamic, often there'll be scenarios that have happened that you don't even want to admit to someone because it just sounds too warped and too messed up. And that is the beautiful thing of finding someone to talk to that isn't going to judge you for your shame, because when you can share it aloud, that's when all the energy that is locked up inside of you that needs to move through you can move. And so what is it that you're too fearful to say, or that just sounds too ridiculous? I know if you're in an affair dynamic, some of the things that you will want to say or that you're actually going through in your head, you'll be like, this actually sounds ridiculous. And I completely understand you. And a lot of the women that I work with and I coach, they will share a story and they'll be like, I can share this with you. I feel okay sharing this with you because I know you understand. And then they will share something and they will giggle because they're like, it just sounds too out of this world. And the beautiful thing is that's when the shame is released, when you can actually express like, this is what I feel. This is what I am going through. And although it sounds so messed up, I am still emotionally tied in this situation. And it is okay. It is okay to be tied in this situation that logically just sounds so messy. It is okay. So if you're going through an affair dynamic, and you are experiencing this, sometimes we don't even know how to label shame and guilt. And so that is the first step. What is it that I am actually experiencing and wouldn't dare tell anyone because it just seems icky? If that is what you're feeling, there is probably shame there. And so if you're experiencing that and you're wanting to actually create change in your affair dynamic, whether it is to leave, whether it is to be in a relationship with him, but in an exclusive relationship with him that is not an affair, then whatever you're not willing to speak out loud, you're bottling in. And it's time to let that go. It is time to release the energy that is tied up around that. So if you're feeling that, I can assure you, for me, that was when everything changed, when I could actually say, this is what I'm going through. And suddenly someone could hold me and be like, it's okay to be going through this, you're not crazy. It's okay, people experience these things. And so when you can express that and be heard and understood, and someone can hold that, holy dooly, it is life changing. So I leave you with that. What is your shame? What is it that that just seems too crazy to admit, but at the same time, this is the very thing that is actually keeping you stuck in the messy situation that you're in? And if you want help going through what you're going through so that you can actually navigate and create change that lasts, that is for good this time, then you can book in a call with me. And we're working on getting a support group that is off Facebook. So check out the link below. They might have updated. And at the moment, it hasn't of the time of releasing this, but it's definitely in the process. So I hope that helps. Good luck on your journey. We are here to support you. Bye for now.